moments, there is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And we're underway here in South Philly. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. First carry for Saquon Barkley. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
To return, it is Turpin. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And here we see Dak Prescott taking the field, Mike, coming off what a lot of people thought was an MVP caliber season. He finished runner-up, of course, to Lamar Jackson. And people love to nitpick Dak's game. I don't know if it's because he plays for the Cowboys and people love to hate. He's the leader of that team. He needs to have the postseason success that he has found in the regular season. Once he does that, I'm not sure what's left to nitpick.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. First and 10. They'll run with Dowdle. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Throwing is Prescott. That's complete to Devontae Turpin. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Second down, Prescott. A quick slant taken by Lamb. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. On the play fake, Dak. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
To the air again, Prescott. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's 3rd and 2. Now Prescott. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Doesn't matter the level of football, Mike. If they can't stop it, keep running it until they can. And I think that's what we're seeing here on this drive. Back-to-back explosive gains on the ground. I'd imagine at some point the defense gives it a different look.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Hurts working in the pistol. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
3rd and long. To throw is Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Here's Braden Mann now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Play fake. Prescott. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this 1st down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the 1st down marker, sets up 4th down.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. Britton Covey deep for the Eagles. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Eagles offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll get to the 40 on a short gain. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
On third down, it's Hurts. In trouble, and down he goes.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. Two different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. The Cowboys offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now Dowdle. And he'll get this past the 25, out to the 27. A pickup of 7. Second down and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a run going left, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got that complete to Turpin. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Play action now. Prescott. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is caught. What a throw. Luke Schoonmaker. Touchdown, Dallas.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Hurts will work here from the pistol. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Now Hurts going to call his own number. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Well, not a great start to this drive offensively. You take the sack on first down, and you're thinking, all right, let's go to the ground game. Let's pick up some of the lost yardage. But then you take a loss again, and now it sets up third and real long, and you find yourself in a tough spot.
Third and long for Hurts. He'll try to run for it. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on third down, but they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and make a break for it, but give him credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the first down.
On comes the punter now. He's on to punt it for the fourth time tonight. This brought him out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot down the field. Inside the 20. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. The Cowboys will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Britton Covey now on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 14-0 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. That's complete tight end got her. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
A handoff, running left, it's Barkley. He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. Deron Bland with the tackle. They face second down and 7. Now Hurts. Now inside the 25. He is in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles are on the board. It's now 14-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over possession of the football. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Dak. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On second down, it's Dak. That's caught by Lamb. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. Dak to throw. That's into the hands of Turpin. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Now Prescott. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On third down, Prescott. Pass pulled in by Vaughn. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's second and 2. They'll throw again. Dak. Off he goes. Dak wisely hits the deck at the end, but he slides after picking up the first down.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
From the gun, they'll try to run it, and he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Third and goal for Prescott. He'll get this out quickly to Lamb. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on fourth and goal.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
To return is Kenneth Gainwell. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts first and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
So got it. The tight end comes in motion. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down. Third and a yard. Hurts going to keep it on the option. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Philadelphia.
When you're defending Jalen Hurts, Mike, the challenge is not only do you have to try to take away all the weapons at his disposal, but you have to account for him as a runner. And in this case, that's exactly what the offense dials up, and you can see why.
Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts. There he goes again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Hurts working in the pistol. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
Jalen Hurts scrambles from the pocket.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Now Hurts. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Play fake. Prescott. He's going to keep it himself. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Here's a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, They don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. They get 14 on that hookup. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Prescott again. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Now he takes off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Dak. The open man is Tolbert. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown.
To the air again, Prescott. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Again, Prescott to the air. He'll get this out to his running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Prescott. This is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over just before the half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Hurts will work here from the pistol. Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Again, Hurts. He's going to run it. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Cowboys are in front as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically. It's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys retreated to a fine first half from number 4, quarterback Dak Prescott. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
Here on EA Sports. On the return, here's Turpin. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And as we take you through some of the highlights so far, you're going to see a lot of passing yards. He has carved up this defense, over 300 yards passing in the game, and has been sharp right from the start. Dak going to throw it here on first down. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
They'll run with Dowdle. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. They'll stick with him again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. And this time they are ready for it. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Dak. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Third down and 9. Prescott now. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now Prescott. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it'll lead to a second and goal.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for third and goal. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
Cowboys field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cowboys will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. He will get this to the 35, a little short of the 1st down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
1st and 10. Hurts working in the pistol. That's caught left side by Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
Really nice job getting this ball out to the edge, and then once he's able to get clear of the D-line, get vertical and accelerate down the sideline. That's a great run. He's forced out of bounds, but not before setting up 1st and goal.
And a short pickup down inside the 10.
It's a gain of 8 yards. It brings up
2nd and goal. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Taking off, and he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Micah Parsons.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Cowboys offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Now Dowdle. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd down, Prescott. A short throw, caught by Ferguson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Cooks going in motion. On 3rd down, Prescott. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screen plays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screen play.
Now a give on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 26-yard line. A huge play for Dallas. It's a gain of 34.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll be taken down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
A short game, down to the 7. Here now, second down.